I'll be back. You stay there. Well, good morning. How are you? How did you sleep? Okay, I really didn't care how you slept anyway. I hope it was awful and miserable. See, being nice doesn't come naturally. I hope it was awful and miserable and your bed was lumpy and there had a spring poking you in the middle of the back. Yeah, there you go. Little birds are happy this morning. It's chilly out here though. We've already done the dogs out. I made coffee. Got the house ready for the plumber because apparently it got a leak under my kitchen sink. Which is perfect because I need a plumber for the bathroom. I am not qualified to do caulking. That gap is far too big and I'm not doing it right. I need one of those This Old House people guys. You know, like Norm and Frank and Tom. Yes, that's what I need. Well, wow. 6 of you. 23 of you. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. Maybe I don't even really believe that number, though. Especially with nobody talking. My friends must be at somebody else's house. Or they're already on with their day. There we go. That's about more like it. Okie dokie. Good morning, Sister Boo. Okie dokie. Okay, let's get my heating pad. Oh. Alright. Got that one. And phone stand. Let's head back to the living room. There is. It's really hard to determine what's dirt on these floors and what's like the shadow from the way they painted them, because like I thought that was dirt. It's not. I thought that over there was dirt. It's not. These floors are great at hiding dirt. It's not. I thought that was dirt too. It's not. Well, good morning, Kimberly Miller. How are you? We are moving to the living room to sit down. I don't believe 33 people are in here either, but okay. Oh, wait, let's turn it this way. There we go. There we go, Yahtzee. All right. So, my day consists of waiting for a plumber. What am I doing? Well, I haven't figured that out yet. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm going to sit down in front of my diamond painting this morning. Oh, okay, Phoenix. Sure. What am I doing? Well, trying to get myself organized for the morning. What are you doing? I'm going to sit here and have coffee and talk with you guys. I was working on a diamond painting last night. That's what I was working on last night. I'm working over here in this area. You miss school. Oh, kiddo. Well, honey, you need to not be here if you're not an adult. This is an 18 and over chat, so I'm going to have to excuse you because this is an 18 and older chat, love. You don't want to be a little kid on here. This is a dangerous sector to be in. So I'm going to go ahead and remove you from my chat. You're gone. Sorry about that, love. I hope you have a great day. Learn something else. Don't be playing on YouTube during school hours. But I appreciate you coming in and saying hello and asking what I was doing. Always interesting. And she's playing with my slippers. So, did you have a good Cinco de Mayo? Did you have tacos and margaritas yesterday? I had enchiladas and beans and rice and chips and salsa. It was good. I'm not a big... Listen, I like the other place's salsa better. I like Ranchito's salsa better than Tapatio's salsa. Oh my God, she's got my slipper. Hey, what do you got? Is that yours? Are you supposed to have that? Does that belong to you? Uh-oh, we got a duck down. Oh no, we got a duck down. Uh-oh. Bro, what the hell? Patrick, aren't you supposed to be looking for Squidward or some shit? Hey, Lacey. Hey, Spitfire. Bro, what the hell? You mad because I removed your friend? You ready to be removed too, Patrick Starfish? Oh my goodness. You're crazy. So yeah, this is how our day has started off. We're already stealing other people's slippers. And we're we're going to slam our duck around. It's going to be one of those kind of days today. I'm going to steal my shoe so she doesn't take it again. Oh, that was nice of you, kid. It was so nice of you. Anyway, so how was your day? Did you get everything accomplished? Well, hello. Good morning, Lucy. Lucy with a Y. So I have a leak underneath my kitchen sink. Don't know where it's coming from. All I know is that yesterday I went to reach in to get something and there was a ton of water there. I don't know where it's leaking from, so I haven't really ran any water to go per se for the kitchen sink because I don't know where the water is leaking from that's coming down there. So I didn't per se do very much in the kitchen yesterday. And then at the same time that he has to come and fix that leak, I'm just going to have him finish my bathroom because I was able to get that much gone for the caulking, but I can't get it like as clean as it needs to be, and that's a really wide spot. So I'm really trying to hope that it doesn't end up having to look like it did. But good morning, Crystal. So we're just going to hold off on doing anything more. I got it really scraped out good on this side, but that side, you can't really scrape it out because it's more up on the wallboard. So I'm afraid if I do that, I'm going to cut the wallboard. I'd rather not be the one to cut the wallboard. So as you can see, my janky setup for the hot water is still there because the plumber hasn't been here yet. But I got him all the tools that he needs and a garbage can and a vacuum cleaner, and it's all set and waiting for him. So it's all set and ready. There we go. Now, if the plumber would just arrive, it would be great. Because there would be 24 hours that you can't run the shower. And you know, it's a little inconvenient. So, good morning, Crystal. How are you? This one is full of hell this morning. This one is, oh my God. We need all the good vibes for the plumbing gods. Like, the plumber's a really cool dude. He's a really cool guy. I very much enjoy his company when he's here. He talks about all the things, all the stuff. He knows all the people. He knows all the things. He's very well educated, got an opinion on lots. He'll share it with you. Just open up a conversation with him. Anyway, so my hope is that he said it's sending by yesterday, but he didn't make it by yesterday. I waited at home all day yesterday. Was kind of like, oh, this will be great. I'll go lay down. I didn't really take a nap. I just went and snuggled with the dogs and laid there and rested. Oh, this week has felt like 2 weeks. Yeah, it has. It's been long. It's been a long week. Did it snow? It did not. It did not. It got cold. It spit some rain, but it did not snow here in my part of the state. Now, in the lower right-hand corner of the state, it absolutely snowed. It absolutely snowed in. Come on. It absolutely snowed down in Cheyenne and along the Colorado border. Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming border. But no, we do not have any snow. No snow. Oh, FedEx. My God, I was scrolling to find something to listen to go to sleep last night. Fucking JLR was in bed with a fucking towel wrapped around his face. I don't listen. I don't. This plumber doesn't have a crack showing. This plumber has never been one that has a plumber's crack showing. He's a big, tall, burly guy. Mm-mm. Good morning. What is true? You saw that too. I Not as much as the rest of the state, though. They were just asking about that, be frank. They were asking if I got snow, and I'm like, mm-mm. His video popped up in the snowstorm. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Just when you think he can't get any weirder. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm trying to get her over here from the mail. Come on, Lilith girl. Come on. Oh, I know, it's a mail truck. I know, it's big and scary. Okay, kid, come on. We need to just start calling him Arby's. He has the meats. Oh, I don't know. I think it's weird. Oh, her nose has. That's kind of what I thought. Like, he doesn't realize that what he did was put himself and many others in a position where they were going to have to risk their own safety to rescue him because of his no chains and his stupidity. And I didn't mind Jacob Dad Gone Live when he was doing like uh yeah, the Stanley Hotel. I don't get what it's I've stayed at the Stanley. It's not, I don't know, it wasn't weird. Hey, come on. You did your business. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh God. She's getting to be super strong headed and independent, and this whole off leash thing isn't working with her. She needs a leash around her neck where she can be pulled and tugged. Come on, kid, let's go. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah, little shit. We're just gonna walk off in the opposite direction because mom turned at her back. No, come on, stop. Now that we're in a whole different part of the world, because she doesn't want to stop. She's set off every dog in the fucking land. Hey, come on, let's go. Hey, come here. Well, this is interesting. All right, fine. You're going to get taken by the dog police, and I'll let you stay in jail. Oh no, don't mind us. We're just over here trespassing and shit. I have to trespass to get my fucking dog back. Good morning, Candace. How are you? You tell this one to stop and she grabs another gear and goes a little bit faster. You tell her to heel and she grabs another gear. Oh. Send her the fucking dog pound. And then I would miss her. Come on. You came out on your own, you come back in on your own. Oh, I didn't bargain for a walk this morning. Oh, shit. Well, we just went, out the door, down the street, down the alley, up the alley, around the house, back into the alley, around the alley, back home. That was not exactly the walk I was looking for this morning, and my neighborhood is getting real used to seeing me in my bathrobe. Okie dokie, I guess that's what it'll be. Well, he's a year old. No, she's approaching a year, and she'll be a year next month. Nope, I am not looking for that. But if she's a year next month, she's going to stay tiny, which is what I was hoping for, was a tiny dog. I mean, she's really super tiny. Oh, wow. And I know that I shouldn't lose my shit with her. I know I shouldn't. And I always have to tell myself, just don't get mad. Just pick her up, haul her back home, set her down, make her go back in the door she went out of. But there are some days, if I could get my hands on her, it would be a whole different ball game, bitches. She'd be stapled to the wall. Oh. Last night, we had the craziest circles going on. I had to take them outside because both her and Mason started in, and they raced from one room to the other, and finally I opened the door. Outside they went, up the street, down the street, round the house, in the alley, out of the alley, round the yard. It was I haven't seen Mason do that in a really, really, really long time. And so I told him yesterday he has to live another 10 years, so get over it. You're not dying, live another 10 years. And then I found his Cosequin, and I started that on him. It's like a glucosamine for dogs. So I started him on that again yesterday. You just break the pill in half and he eats it. It's supposed to taste like liver. Ugh. Blech. Anyway, that was the only difference with Mason yesterday. I gave him his pill and I gave him his joint pill, and he suddenly yesterday afternoon was like, somebody had put a new set of batteries in him. Anyway, nothing exciting today. Waiting for the plumber. I hope the plumber shows up today. I'd really like to take a shower and wash my hair again, now that all the gross cleaning is done. Anyway. Yours is 4 months and he's a menace. Hey, good morning, Tammy. How are you? Yeah, he did. He really did, be frank. I don't know if he had a little depression going on. I don't know if he had a little, like, what the fuck does this bitch keep doing? We keep going into smaller places with less and less room. She keeps cramming us into all these little places. So, I don't know. You're still in your PJs and robe? Only 50 degrees there. That's how it was yesterday. It didn't get rainy until late, but man, it was hella crazy windy. And cold. Oh shit, was it cold. My thumb, I whacked it last night and it bled like crazy. But look at that. All the redness and all the purple is almost gone from it, even though I whacked it and made it bleed like crazy last night. Just some bread, some dough in the bread machine, not doing much today. I think you've earned it, Tammy. I think you've earned a day to rest. I think you've earned it. I think we've all earned it. Sometimes just having to do our routine every day earns us a day off. I'm so happy, like all the little things that I needed to get, like new sink strainers and light bulbs and light bulb covers and all those little things because my house payment is low. I was able to buy them. Had this been the trailer, that would have taken me 6 months to get all that shit. I'd have been able to buy one or two things a month. Nope. My second month in here, I got the last of the things I needed to finish the repairs for in here. Talk about making somebody feel good about themselves. And it might be a dump. It might not look the greatest from the outside. But you know what? It looks pretty nice on the inside. And I don't care. So I'm happy with it. I like it. It's comfortable. Ooh, you got the vanilla extract made yesterday? That's great, Tammy. That's phenomenal. My two new display stands arrived yesterday. One's like a little pegboard, and the other's like a little. Uh, I love it. Listen, I've never had a place that all my stuff fits like in, just like it was made to live here. Yeah, I had to get rid of a few things, but they were things that I didn't need to have anyway. And I also had I also had a whole bunch of somebody else's craft stuff that I wasn't prepared for. So it took a minute to go through everything, and I still have another bag of shit that needs to go back to the library in Thermont, but whatever. It is cute. I've worked hard to get it set up decently. It was a mess when I moved in. Oh my god. It was so gross. Like you just walked through the door and you were like, it just feels dirty in here. But by that point in time, I was already committed because the first boxes were being brought in. And I had a trailer and I had given notice and everything was packed at the other place. And so I was committed. And I really don't mind it. Listen, the convenience of what I have available to me at my fingertips. Oh shit. It's it's like night and day difference here. I don't have to plan to drive 30 minutes the opposite direction to go get something I need to turn around and that's when I don't know, Tammy. I don't know between moving everything, going to the farm. You know what it was? I was really lax out at the farm. I spent a lot of days flat on my back or sitting up with my feet in front of me, sitting in the recliner. I spent a lot of days like that, or spent a lot of days sitting on the deck in the rocker with my feet up on the deck railing. Uh, and I'm telling you, that bed out there is magical. It's just like it's like crawling into a marshmallow to sleep on, like a giant fucking marshmallow. It is the most magical bed in the world. I can have myself and all five dogs. It used to be five dogs, now it's four. It's five with Big Cat. But I can have myself and all five animals on the bed, and nobody feels each other move around. It's one of those. Oh my God, it's an amazing bed. And I think that's part of the reason that, because I had that bed. Like if my back goes out, oh my God, all I have to do is go out and lay on that bed, and it puts it right back in. Oh, I love that bed. And I think it's a purple mattress. I can't remember the name of it. I always say I'm going to look, and I go to look, and I never. Yeah, I love that mattress. If I had a queen size bed, that mattress would be coming to my house. I'd be swapping him out mattresses. He doesn't sleep in there anyway. Oh my goodness. And that's one of those mattresses made for like cold temperatures because it keeps you warm when you sleep. Oh, like you can get away with just, I get away with just my weighted blanket and the sheet, and it just, you sleep so warm. Oh, it's so nice. That's really why I like to keep my job out there, is because of that bed. I really want one of those mattresses, but I'm afraid it won't feel the same. Because, of course, I got a metal box springs, so oh, we need to do something about that. But then I don't know where I'd put it. Yes, we do have two full moons. Yep, it's a blue moon, the end of May. Hmm. We do have two full bloom. We have two. Oh, you can't do the weighted blanket? Oh my God, I can't sleep without it. What is true? I can't sleep without it. My weighted blanket is about, I think it's about 60 pounds. Yep, 2 moons, that's why we have a blue moon. One to start the month off and one to end the month off. It happens quite. You'd feel like you were smothering. Well, you don't put it over your face. I only put it up to like my shoulders. But I also sleep on my side. I don't sleep on my back. I sleep on my side. I'm a solid left side sleeper. I mean, fuck, I could see if you were sleeping like JLR was last night in the Stanley Hotel. Yeah, I can understand why you'd feel like you were smothering. You're just supposed to feel like some beef inside of a burrito. I mean, yeah, if you put the fucker over your face, you're gonna smother. Fuck yeah. Let's not put it on our face, okay? You guys are silly this morning. See, this is why we are over here doing these kinds of things together, so that we can giggle at one another. You're a toss and turner. Oh, you listen, I was a toss and turner too. I was a toss and turner. Guess what the weighted blanket made me stop doing? Tossing and turning. Keeps me centered, keeps me staying in one position. I have no reason to toss and turn. It feels like there's somebody giving you a hug. It's so nice. There's nothing wrong with that. You got 2 loads of laundry done today. I got a load of laundry done yesterday. That made me happy. All my clothes are clean, even though they're not hung up, but they're all clean. I was thinking about tearing the bottom part of my closet apart now that, I've got some extra room. So maybe I could put like my laundry baskets in the bottom of the closet. And I'm thinking the bookcase can go along the one side of along the bathroom side. Anyway, we'll see. Now it's like fine tuning everything, right? I got all the hard stuff done, and so now it's like fine tuning everything and finding places where everything wants to live. I really thought I was going to be in a more mindset to work on the castle or even try to work on this diamond painting, but I place about 5 dots and then I get up and go away. Try to get one of the 30-pound ones, what is true. Go for one of the lighter weighted blankets. Start with that. Try that. I'm not really a huggy person either. It depends on the person, right? If I like my best friend, Sarah can hug me all day long. Sarah can hug me as many times as she wants to hug me, no problem. My siblings, they used to be able to hug me as much as they wanted to. Others, don't touch me. I'm not one that you touch. I bite. So I'm really not, like, it depends on the person and the situation. I'm not really a huggy person. Like a random coming up and hugging me, that would be a no-go. You're going to see me dip, dive, and scurry. I look like a bug doing a dance. Hey, dude, with the measles and then that ship, did you guys see that ship? They're letting it dock off of southern Cape Verde. But it's got fucking hantavirus on board. You know, the thing that killed Gene Hackman and his wife? Hantavirus, it comes from mice. Oh, two or three are already dead on board. There's 150 people and they're stuck. 7 Americans. Did you know that you can be infected with hantavirus? You can be infected with hantavirus for up to 8 weeks and not know it. So all those people on that cruise ship are probably infected with it, but they're going to let them off in Cape Verde. So then they're going to be sequestered, have to be inspected, and then from there they're going to be turned loose and sent back to their home countries. Yep. Yeah. That means they're going to go through international airports. Yeah. No. Motherfuckers can't just keep your asses at home. You gotta go. The rats. Yes. It's gross. It's awful. Made me also rethink cruise ships. I was like, well, fuck that. I don't want to go on a cruise. Oh, well, look at what she did. So after all that outside, guess what she did? Yep, she peed on the floor. So she couldn't just, the five little spots that she stopped and dribbled on outside, but she had to hold it till she got back inside so that she could pee on my floor. Yes. These are the joys. Get a puppy. Get a puppy, they said. It'll change your life. It'll make your sadness not so sad. Yep. You'll feel loved. Get a puppy, they said. Yes, get a puppy. Yes, get a puppy, they did. Yep, of course she did. Right? All that outside, all that running everywhere. All right. Cleaned it up. We sprayed it with pea spray. Yes, will be so fun. I got some good enzyme cleaner the other day when I was at Ace. So we'll put that on there. And it's going to stay while I go outside so I don't decide to go back and yell at her and scream and sound like a crazy fucking lunatic, right? All right, so we'll come stand out here and yes, get a puppy. It'll be so much fun. Get a puppy. It'll change your life. You're really sad. I know you really are sad about missing your grandma. I know. Let's get you a puppy. And mind you, we searched. I had 5 people helping me search to find the right dog. And then this dog just fell in my lap. Do you guys remember when I first got her and she completely spoke Spanish? I do. I can't tell you how many times I called Jim Jules saying, "Can you talk to my fucking dog, please? I don't speak your language." I had to use Google Translate half a dozen times. Yes, she was fluent in Spanish. Every once in a while, I'll rattle something off just to see, and she kind of turns her head. I'm like, fuck, you still remember. Every once in a while, I call her by her old name just to see if she remembers that too. She doesn't. Peso for a taco. It was more like 2,300 pesos for a taco yesterday. But I like El Tapatio's. I like their enchiladas better than I liked Ranchito's enchiladas. Tapatio's enchiladas were hot all the way through. I liked Ranchito's rice, but I liked Tapatio's beans. And I liked Ranchito's salsa. I didn't like Tapatio's salsa. It was really like they just diced up a whole bunch of white onions and it smelled like armpits. You know the smell I'm talking about. I tried to make gut bombs again the other night. I burnt the bacon and I burnt the onions. which burnt the bacon, which then made it taste awful. It got thrown out. I tried to go round 2 on it, but I couldn't get the onions to brown enough because then I was too gun shy of the. Anyway. What are we going to do today? It's Wednesday. One of these days I've got to get back into my groove. I don't want to, though. I am kind of liking taking it easy. And unfortunately, the people around me know, people in my real life know that I'm facing a back surgery. So everybody is, oh, that was wonderful. I just forgot about where she peed and I stepped in the enzyme cleaner. Yay, me! So yeah, they all know, and so they don't let me do, like, I don't get called for the things that I like to do. I get called for the things that I can do. And that sucks. Like, come sit down here and answer phones for 2 hours. Okay, fine. I'll sit down here and answer phones for 2 hours. I don't get the fun stuff. I guess today we'll go bid that stupid house. But you are committed to, what are you committed to? Why can't I see your whole message? You're only a half hermit. Okay. No, I'm going to be a full-blown hermit. The only time you see me leaving is to get supplies. And this year? Royal High Grounds. Listen, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm like, mm-mm. No, thank you. Yeah, listen, I have been watching that Cassie Aran series where they have been on back-to-back cruise ships for like a year. I think they did like 85 back-to-back cruises. They would legitimately get off of one cruise, get at the port and get onto another ship. And they went all over the Caribbean to Mexico, the Antarctic, Alaska. And so I've been following that cruise series, and I like what they present. Um, then beauty parlor for your dogs. Yeah, isn't it funny? The dogs don't like to play beauty parlor. Wow, Tammy, look at you. Yeah, no, I'm good. No cruise ships. They did the $49 all-inclusive cruise to Margaritaville. And did you know that the Margaritaville ship, if you're a teacher, first responder, policeman, fireman, nurse, any of that, did you know that you get that cruise for free? Hey, Band-Aid. I'm good today, love. My back's a little tender, but nothing sitting on my ass with the heating pad on it won't fix. Hans Royal a blow up raft. Yes, we're doing well today. I think that I'm probably on the either this cold is going to get worse in the next 2 days or I'm on the downhill side of it and it's just a headache and a snotty nose. I know yesterday I was feeling a little punky and I went and laid down for a little bit, but Do not go on cruise ships. I'm telling you, it's disgusting what the employees do to the passengers. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Listen, I did a cruise when I lived in New York. We took the big red boat from Orlando to the Bahamas. Yeah, that was 2 days of me being as green could be and wanting to just die. So horribly seasick. Horribly, horribly, horribly seasick. No, I'm good. I will, I will, I'll take my chances out here with the fresh air and the cows for whatever diseases they have. And I can't believe people take their kids on cruise ships. I just can't believe that either. No, thank you. I'm not afraid of water. I don't mind. I can swim. I'm not worried about that. Uh, I just am worried about the germs that are on the cruise ship. Like, you don't know where all those people have been. How do you know that somebody didn't come through a port that touched something that was like the one chemical agent that's going to react with their DNA and turn into a superbug? I'm good. Thanks. No thanks. I turned down 3 cruises. No. My friends did, uh, where did they go? They did Alaska and they did Cozumel and one other one. From the trip to Cozumel, I got a stoned penis. She brought me back a stoned penis. It's like a little pipe. Triangle? I'm good. I don't need to watch any psychologically twisty movies. I'm pretty twisted psychologically. Oh, I'm good. It's about a cruise ship. Yeah, no thanks. I watched Titanic. That was enough to scare me forever. I'll stay off of boats, please. Uh, well, that's also Titanic was going across the Atlantic in like the early spring, so there's that. Most of these are going into the southern part of the Atlantic, into the Caribbean, where it's warm water. That just means there's going to be sharks in the water, so, you know. Yeah, I'm good. Isn't that weird? I wouldn't mind a boat, but I don't like airplanes at all. Oh, the Mayan pyramids in Mexico. That's really cool, Band-Aid. That's really cool. I have some friends who got to do that. They went to Tenochtitlan and climbed the steps and did all of that. I'd rather get eaten by a shark than get those diseases. That's really cool, Band-Aid. I got a stone penis, yes. Oh, Band-Aid, that's really cool. See, look at that memory that you made and that you made when you were young and you'll never forget it. I bet you can remember the smell of being up on top and the way the air felt. I bet you can remember all of that. Your penis has been stoned several times? Oh, so your penis doesn't work. It got too many rocks thrown at it. You definitely can. That's cool. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that memory, Band-Aid. I appreciate it. That's really cool. Oh, Fred, what are we going to do with you and your stone dick? Yeah, that's just oof. Mom, dad, brother, and his wife do several cruises a year. Oh, Man, they're such brave individuals. I just don't have that kind of commitment level. Mm-mm. Nope. And once you're there, you're there. You can't. There's no going home. Almost got bit by a crocodile. The stairs are slick too. Oh yeah, I bet you can remember what those stairs were like going up with all that moss and overgrowth that were on them. Oh man, I bet they were slippery. You know, because that's in the middle of a rainforest. That's so cool, Band Aid. Now that was something that when my friends, well, they're no longer married. They were married. They had married for 20 years. Isn't that weird? They grew up together. They got married. They he gave her he got a vasectomy for her wedding present, and then about 5 years into their marriage she got a hysterectomy, and so they were childless by choice. And they traveled. They had dogs. After the dogs died, then they traveled all over. They went and lived in Thailand for a year. They lived someplace else over in the east. She used to send me all kinds of packages and cards, and she used to go and find candies and stuff and send them to me, and all kinds of cool things. She'd put in packages and mail them home to me. Mm, bats in the top of the tower. Yeah, how many people fell off the top? Fred, I was looking for my little curio cabinet. If I could find where my little curio cabinet was, I could show you the little stone penis. But I can't figure out where I put it, so it might be in my bedroom underneath the bed. Because I had a stack of things that, God, I hope I didn't throw it out. I hope I didn't put it in that box to throw out. Whoops. Oh well, it's gone now. Because I got rid of a whole bunch of that shit that was on the walls in the trailer. Um, Pictures, and I only saved the things that were like handmade paintings. We'll go in and look in a minute. I'm outside having a cigarette right now. Listen, I want to check back with JP and find out if she's starting the capybara ranch. Because I got somebody who wants to come work for her if she's starting a capybara ranch. He's willing to quit his whole life up here and just go live down there. I don't want to go play I don't want to go play in the Everglades. Sounds like a good place to die. Dumb ways to die. Oh, I love capybaras. So my cousin's wife, here, let me pull the green screen up. My cousin's wife, she's the head of the raptor program at the Buffalo Bill Historical Center. She takes care of all the birds of prey. She runs the facility. And she and her second in command got to go to the Kansas City Zoo, I believe. And she got to kiss a capybara. She got to hang out with them. Whoops. They're so cute. Oh, dude, I'm so jealous of her. Listen, I am so jealous of her. Like, totally jelly. Let me see if I can find his little toe beans. You gotta see his feet. There's his feet. Look at their feet. They have, like, webbed feet. They have toes like beavers. They have toes like beavers. Oops, our duck's in the way. So yeah, she also got to, she got a whole behind the scenes for the zoo there. They got to feed the leopard. They got to pet the hippo, the rhino. The little baby hippo's name is Walter. Yeah, she got a whole behind the scenes about enrichment and all the cool stuff, right? Um, let's see if I can find the rhino one. There's the baby hippo. That's her coworker petting the baby hippo. So they got a whole, like I said, they got a whole behind the scenes experience so that they could just learn some more, figure out ways that they could plan some more enrichment for their animals. If you look at the Draper Raptor program, you can see that there's bald eagles, golden eagles, turkey vultures, owls, great horned owls, saw-whet owls, falcons. She takes care of all the birds, and they provide all the enrichment, all the care, all the food, all of it. And that's all her planning. That's what she does. Shit. Where did that go? Where did I put it? Well, Fred, we might be SOL. I might have gotten rid of the little curio cabinet. We don't see it in here. I might have gotten rid of the little curio cabinet that had all the salt cellars and all that shit in it. Originally, she went to school for, like, she went to school to be a vet. And then, let's see, she went to school to be a vet. And then she started working with a vet. And then she applied for a, what the hell is it? It's over in South Dakota, Reptile World. She applied for an internship at Reptile World and then worked there for like 10 or 12 years and become the director there. And then there was an opening at the Buffalo Bill Historical Center. Okay, make a note. Can you make yourself a note? No more throwing away stone penises until you check with Fred. Yes, I can. And I'll look today because it might be underneath the couch, Fred. I might have stuck it underneath the couch, but I'm not going to go tip myself upside down and dig for it right now. But I will dig later today. And then there was an internship that opened up at Buffalo Bill Center. And again, she started at the bottom and worked her way up. Started cleaning cages and worked her way up to director. She's got a bachelor's in wildlife ecology and a master's in something else. So That's what she does. She cares for the birds. Um, in the summertime, she travels all around the state uh, and does different programs. And now, after she and Brandon got back from this adventure, they were asked multiple times, why don't you give a behind the scenes tour? And she's like, for insurance reasons alone, no, I'm not doing that. Just the insurance for allowing somebody who doesn't work at the facility to be there and be with the birds and the danger that could happen is great. Well, after this trip to Kansas, they're now going to be offering a behind the scenes tour. Oh, my Cash App Royal High Grounds, uh, $V4VWY. But since they've done this, they took it to the higher ups at the historical center. The historical center said, "Yes, we'll do this." And now for $150 donation to the historical center, you can go and get a behind the scenes tour of the Raptor Center. $150 is a lot of money. Uh, I wouldn't pay that. Uh, I wouldn't pay that. To be honest, I would just try to go to work with her on a Saturday. I would meet her at the facility on a Saturday. I wouldn't pay that. So for the tourists, that's going to be a fucking moneymaker. Cody, like we get ready to start our tourism. Our tourism, like there's already tourists here, but it really kicks off the end of the month, Memorial Day weekend. That's like the official opening to summer and tourism where I live. So, and these tours will go on all summer long. But I can't see paying $150 for that experience. But it's like $75 to get into the museum. But there's 5 museums, and it's the Buffalo Bill. Hey, Doodles. The Buffalo Bill Historical Center has 5 museums under one roof, and they have one that's just the Whitney Firearms Museum. So you can spend an entire day just looking at firearms. An entire day. It takes approximately 3.5, 4 days to get through the whole museum. Well, Royal High Grounds, thank you. I got it. That was super sweet of you. I appreciate you. That was so nice. Thank you. Way to buy me lunch today. Ooh. Oh, it's sweet onion teriyaki today. Never mind. We're not going for sweet onion teriyaki. Oh. Good job, Tammy. I appreciate that, Royal High Grounds. That was very kind of you. Yes, Fred. Firearms. The Whitney Museum of Firearms. They have all the old shit. Which was crazy because 20 years later, when I lived in New York, I met somebody from the Whitney family. She was out at the Joneses, and when they introduced her, and I recognized the last name, and I'm like, of the Whitney Firearms Museum of the West? And she's like, yes, that is my family. And I was like, it's a great museum. Great museum. Yeah. Uh, the Whitney the Whitney family from back east built a whole wing onto the Buffalo Bill Historical Center, and it has the Whitney firearms. Whitney is a rich family from back east. Interesting, huh? Small world. So then, of course, that brought up, oh yeah, this is our girl that works for us from Wyoming. The blue Sprite drink from McDonald's. It was sweeter than you expected, but still okay. I tried the mango one. Ugh, that was awful. Those boba things tasted icky. They were, they were like, they were old. They tasted like plastic. Did anybody try those Huntrix meals? I'm not brave enough. I'm afraid the dipping sauce is going to be ucky. And the ramyeon shakers? I thought it was ramen shakers. I was like, who the fuck wants ramen flavored french fries? And then I realized it says ramyeon. Okay, so I don't know what that is either. The Stranger Things Happy Meal yesterday. Ooh, oh my God. Okay, who has a Costco card? Who in here has a Costco card? Costco. Costco is selling for $23.99. Costco is selling Harry Potter and Stranger Things terrariums. I need a Harry Potter one. Who's going to go to Costco for me? Oh, your family works at Costco. All right, it's on you, Band-Aid. You're tasked with it. I need a Harry Potter terrarium. You get yourself the Stranger Things terrarium. Send me the Harry Potter one. We'll work out shipping later. Yes. I saw them yesterday on a short. Somebody was in Costco and they were showing the new products. And there's a Stranger Things and a Harry Potter terrarium sets. They're $23.99. Well, see, now you can be like, hey, why you holding out on me? I know this. I know what you got. My friend that likes Harry Potter, she told me about the Stranger Things one. How come you be holding out on me? Now I'm mad, right? Exactly, Band-Aid. That's what I'm talking about. How come you be holding out on me? Could make my life for $23.99. Could make it a great life. We don't have Costco here. We don't have Costco here either. Is a Harry Potter fan? There you go, Christmas. Right now, Christmas. Buy them now. Give them later. Christmas. I think all of us that grew up with reading the Harry Potter books and watching the movies are Harry Potter fans. I have all my books. Oh my God. When the first part of Deathly Hallows came out, I took my sister Nancy to a Harry Potter book event. And we'll be texting some people today. I took her that was when we still had Hastings. And I took her at midnight she was probably 15. And I took her at midnight to Hastings to go get our Harry Potter books. And oh my God, there were some people, like, we were the only ones that were not dressed up. Like, we were just in jeans and t-shirts and hoodies. And all these other people it looked like Harry Potter came out of the closet. I mean, there were just Harry Potter people everywhere. And then us. My sister looked at me. She's like, we're not dressed up. They're not going to sell the books to us. I'm like, they'll sell us the books. She's like, no, we're not dressed up. They're not going to sell us the books. I said, do you want to go home and get dressed? Well, no, I just kind of want to get the book so I can go home and read it. And I'm like, right, let's just stand in line and we'll get the book. Oh my God, my sister was so like, they're not going to sell us the book. I'm like, yes, they will. It didn't say that you had to come dressed up. It said you could come dressed up. Didn't say it was required. I'm like, what? You don't think we're going to be able to get it? What, we're going to have to come back in 6 hours? And she's like, I could be halfway through the book in 6 hours. Okay, then, let's get the book. And the first 2 days, she got to read it nonstop. I didn't try to pry it out of her hands. I didn't try to take it away from her. I gave her a full 48 hours with the book. She had like that much in the end. Oh man, Royal High Grounds. So do you have robins? Depends on what kind of birds you have, because some like the wild bird food, like house finches and goldfinches and sparrows and that. They like the little bird feeder food, but it depends on your birds, because if they are like robins, they will just eat worms. Robins and starlings. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to feed those ones, but the other little birds might eat them, and you never know if by leaving them out that they yeah, you may end up with a lot of finches and sparrows that will come around too. So you might not have to donate the food. You could, once they get used to the feeder, then you could start putting the dehydrated crickets and that out for them. They might like those. Or it might bring in other birds too. That's the funny thing about bird feeders. You just gotta keep filling them and letting them stay out there until the birds all figure it out where they're at. Hey, good morning, Ange. How are you? We're just being lazy over here. Oh, Royal High Grounds, you're so sweet. You even put crickets and mealworms next to their babies. But nope, they didn't have any, I don't want anything of that. Nope. I was watching I was scrolling through reels on Facebook the other day, and there's one that has a giant white cockatoo and an African gray parrot. And the African gray parrot, the giant white cockatoo tries to pet the African gray parrot, and the African gray is not a fan of this giant white cockatoo, but it's kind of cute because their mom has like a great big kitchen island, and she sets up boxes and little enrichment projects for him and lets him build little forts and tear up the boxes, and it's kind of cool. We had an African gray, and then one night he must have had a heart attack because we got up the next morning and I went to uncover the cage. And normally he would make all kinds of crazy noises while he was covered up. The more annoying noises he would make, like if you didn't get him uncovered when he thought he needed to be uncovered, then he would start getting like really loud and making like a phone ringing sound or the microwave beeping, or doing his little, like I swore he would take in all of your conversations and then spit them out days and weeks and months later. And the one morning I came down and he was super quiet. I undid the cover on the cage and he was laying in the bottom of the cage. Thanks, bread machine, for making the dough today. Yeah, it was super sad. It was super sad. He was a rescue bird. And I mean, he was fine when I went to bed. Covered him up, gave him his last little peanut, covered him up. He always had to take his water bowl out. Because if it wasn't full, he would sit there and bang the fucking water bowl, or you take his food bowl out and you give him a peanut before bed. But having him was just like having a fucking 3-year-old. Oh my God, he was a fucking nightmare sometimes. And he got very fucking possessive. Oh, he would get super possessive. Anyway, I'm kind of glad I'm not tasked with another 30 years of the fucker. Mm, technically, mine are all rescues too. I've got a lot of hand-me-down dogs. Mason is a hand-me-down. Sister is a hand-me-down. Hand-me-down from somebody else. I have 2 cute ones. You're right, I do. And I love them lots. As frustrated as I get with them from time to time. He had a funeral and autopsy for it. Oh my God. That's kind of how Merlin was. Merlin. So, a lot of times when a bird loves you, they'll puke on you. I can't tell you how many times I would have something clean on and I would pick him up, set him on my shoulder, and then he would puke down my arm. Whoa. Gross bird. Like I said, I was grateful for my time. Most days I am Band-Aid. But I think it's like any other mom. You have your good days and you have your bad days, right? I'm just lucky enough that my dogs understand, or they get it, right? I'm just grateful for that my dogs get it on days that I can't do a lot. They're just pretty laid back, and then there are days that I can do much more, and that's the days that they. Oh well, boy, but if you listen to Out Here on these standards out here, Band-Aid, you would think everybody was fucking perfect except a select few of us that they've deemed unworthy. If you didn't go look at Jones's community wall, go look at Jones's community wall because the story changed yesterday. Birdie's sugar was a little bit high again this morning, but he says she's back to her usual little self and doing all the things, and seems like she's bouncing back. Puke. They puke on you. Oh. And the only thing I can tell you is give it time. Give it time and don't get frustrated. As a matter of fact, we had an accident on the floor this morning after I had taken her out, and she had ran and she had peed and she had peed and she had peed. She still came in the house and peed. So don't think that you're alone in that. Just know that sometimes it takes them a little bit more to catch on. Keep the routine the same. Start doing time toileting with them. You know, get in a routine that you don't let them off the bed or out of their crate until they go right outside. Sister knows that I get up and do my ugly up in here. Yeah. They're just puppies. They don't know. And some of these designer dogs can be, yep, keep puppy pads, keep a couple of them. And then you just, every 2 hours, you got to take them out. Like when they wake up from their nap, you got to pick them right up, get them right outside, take them to the same spot every time. Oh, Royal High Grounds, that would be awesome. That is an awesome goal. That's a great thing to look to work forward to, Royal. Yep, it doesn't mean that they don't learn. They just take a little bit longer to learn. Shih Tzus are one that at about the 9 month mark, they kind of lose their marbles and you kind of regress a little bit. Um, Again, about the 1 year mark, something happens with them and they start to get a little headstrong, and then you just have to keep working with them. And that's kind of where we're at now with Addie. It's just teaching her. Um, I'll tell you, being out at the farm really helped with all the other dogs. Being out at the farm really helped, and having the big back door open all the time so then she could just run outside and do what she needed to do. That really helped. And it's not surprising that I've had a little regression when we come back here because she doesn't have full access to the outside. Her access is restricted to when I take her out. So it's always a little different. And now that she went and scrambled around, she's going to be able to smell her scent where she's been. And now every time. Oh yeah, and don't get frustrated with Georgie. Georgie's just a baby. He's just doing what dogs do. And they have to learn your routine. And that's all. That's all it is. They have to learn your routine. And it takes almost 3 weeks for them to learn, oh, okay, so every morning when I wake up, I get taken right outside. And it takes 3 weeks of consistently doing that for them to learn this is what the routine is. Oh, absolutely, Royal. And do a little bit of research because King Charles, the Cavalier King Charles, may be, or I'm sorry, yours is a Lhasa Apso. And maybe it's that. Maybe you need to get him a little bell. That's what I did with sister and got her hung a little bell on the door. I just found one in my Christmas stuff, and she'll go over and ring that when she needs to go out. But yep, and that's the thing. It's all about they have to learn your routine. Sister knows when I get out of bed, I get up and do my thing, start the coffee, and then as soon as the she hears the stove go tick 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 tick, then she starts like dancing around and making her little wimpy whiny noises. And we go out and she does her first little round of business, and then we come back in and I make my coffee, and then I get my cigarette and we go outside and she runs around and I start my live. And then after that it's an every 2 hour thing, even unless she's sleeping. If she's sleeping, I don't. I don't offer to take her out. I don't wake her up. But as soon as she's awake, out the door we go. It's just retraining yourself to remember that you've got a baby in the house and you've got to make sure that their needs are met. That's all. Think about how many times before I wanted to sit down and do something, I had to take the dogs out, deal with them, and then get them settled down. And then I could sit down and do whatever. Same thing. And he'll get it, and he'll get it. How long have you had him? A month? Their little bladders, in the beginning, their little bladders can't take more than about 2 hours. And then as they grow, their bladder starts to grow, and then they leave bigger pee spots on the floor. And that's one thing I have noticed with Sister is that she used to, sometimes in the night, she'd pee in the bed. She'd pee the bed. And now she can go all night long. So it used to be a thing of no more food, no nothing after 6. I mean, she could have a little bit of water, but no food after 6. Otherwise, we'd have a mess in. She would poop in my bed. Oh, he's a little bit bigger puppy than you're used to. Well, that just means he's going to be a big boy. They do, Tammy. And when you get them in their routine, then they pretty soon, like, you might be off a little bit. Oh, a little bit older. Yeah. You can still teach them, though. You just have to find the treat that they respond to. Uh, order some of those. Have Maria order some of those little minnows, the freeze-dried minnows. Those are what I use to get Sister potty trained. Every time she'd go outside or she'd use the potty pad, immediately I would praise her and give her a little minnow. She loved those freeze-dried minnows. Mason, not so much. Sister, oh my God, she thought they were the best. As a matter of fact, that's probably what I'm going to do with the money that Royal High Ground sent me is I'm probably going to order her some more freeze-dried minnows. She fucking loves them. They're her favorite. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. You pull one out. You pull one out and she instantly like sits down and tries to get herself under control, but she just gets all the little shivers. Yeah, they're real minnows. They're real fish. They're real minnows, but they're freeze-dried. Yes, they are the dogs love them. Oh my God, do they love them. Mason, not so much. He's like, no, I'd rather have a cookie, Mom. But Sister, oh my God, she fucking loves them. It was funny because after she got it down pat that like if she peed on the pad, then she'd go and sit and wait for me to open the cupboard. She knew exactly what she was getting her. I didn't know what I was getting into, but she. Mm, you feed the freeze dried chicken. Oh, $40 for 26 ounces. Damn. Doggone. But I bet they love it. I bet they love it, though. These guys were so excited when I went back to their regular food that they normally get, and Mason's itchiness is resolving. I think there was something in the high protein food that was making him itch because, oh my God, he had the worst itches. I had put I'd put a spray on him. I put a antifungal on him. Could not get his itching to stop. So the only thing that had been changed other than our environment was his food. So we switched back to the other food and his itching has resolved. So I'm kind of grateful for that. Because he was starting to develop a hot spot. And then he was licking it like crazy. Ooh, sardines and olive oil too. Ooh. No, thank you. I am not feeding that. No, I can't stand the smell of that. Fuck that. And getting a puppy is hard. Getting a new puppy is just hard. Oh, I wouldn't be able to open the can. I would gag too much. I can't. Oh, I can't. Mm-mm. That's just not something I can do. Nope. It smells too fishy. I can't even open a can of tuna fish without gagging. The native pet salmon oil. You guys are teaching me stuff that I had no idea that I needed to be doing for these dogs. I gotta blow my nose. Is there a hosta expert in the house? What's going on with your hostas? You talking about hostas or hostages, Fred? The Spark brand from Amazon. It's itch and allergy relief. Yeah, are you meaning hostas or are the purple and black ones real? I don't know. Our hostas were always green. Grandma always grew hostas. Chewy is so expensive. But if you have a dog that has dietary restrictions or things like that, Chewy's actually one of the best alternatives. But for something like what I feed, it's cheaper to get it at the Family Dollar. It's actually cheaper on Amazon. Oh, you love the FedEx man. Okay. Okay, your pupper loves the FedEx man. I get it. Listen, when we had a mail lady that my dogs absolutely loved, and the day she retired was a sad day in their lives. And then 6 months after she retired, she died from breast cancer. Nobody knew she was battling it. She never missed a day delivering mail. Nobody knew. 6 months after she retired, she died. And about 6 months after she died, her husband died. They both were gone within 6 months of them retiring. Oh, they meet him at the door. You guys are making me feel like a bad dog mom over here because this is what the dogs were fed when I got these dogs. So it's what I've always fed them. You guys are making me feel like a bad dog mom. I don't do any dog food research. I don't give them these fish oils. Oh my god, you guys are making me feel like I'm just totally over. Like I'm like, no, my kids don't get that. No, my kids don't get that either. Bark boxes, yes. My cousin's dogs get bark boxes. Well, they used to when there was four of them. They're down to one. Two of them, one got old, and the other two had some health issues. Bad dog mom. Bad dog mom. Bad dog mom. You make me feel so good. Hey, did you guys see that State Farm is being brought up on charges by the state of California for them making people's policies invalid because of the fire? Well, my dogs and I eat about the same. They eat about the same things I do, so. But yes. Yes, State Farm is in trouble with the state of California for canceling people's policies. Oh, yes. They are under full investigation. So, if you have State Farm, I'd be looking for a different insurance company because most likely your rates are going to go up because of their fuck ups. So, now would be the time to start shopping for new uh, car insurance. Kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. Do you remember that commercial years ago? Kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. One was a bulldog and one was another kind of a dog, like a Benji looking dog. Kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. Yeah, that's what I said. Yikes, too. I was like, whew, good thing I'm not with State Farm anymore. Well, like I said, you might want to start doing a little looking to see if you might have a better alternative in your area because okay, these balloons are going to have to go today. These balloons are getting crunchy. They're going to have to go today. Ooh, Sunshine Lover. 8 panels, 24 inches wide. for 53. That's not bad. That's not bad. Because my hope is I'll be able to put it right here in this little area. I have this little bit of area right here, and I kind of want to put their little playpen right here. Move my chair to the other side of the porch. That way they can come right out the door and go right there. Mason's really good. He'll like I can clip him up out here and he'll lay on the porch all afternoon. He won't even leave the porch. He's really good like that. But the little girl, fuck that. She'll get lost. Oh, you're on that list too, Spitfire? Oh. Well, thank you, Sunshine Lover. Thank you for loving my dogs. I wondered about that, Spitfire. Mm. And did you see that the guy that started the fire, he was mad at the world? And that's why he started the fire that burnt down all those homes and left the state in. So he was having a mental health crisis, and that led him to start a fire that then impacted thousands of people. Oh. The one in California, the last one that they had that started on like New Year's, I think it was a year ago on New Year's. Or has it been 2 years ago now? Anyway, yeah, the one big fire, like I think it's the Palisades fire, that it started in a draw, and it was started by a guy who was mad at the world, and that's why he lit the fire. Listen, I've been mad at things before, but I've never been mad enough to light a fire. Well, I mean, I've never lit an actual technical fire. I've lit verbal fires, I've lit proverbial fires, things like that, but I've never went out and in my anger lit a field on fire. Fuck no. Like I've lit verbal fires. Don't get me wrong on that. I'll light a verbal fire all day long. But a literal fire, think about this. If you light that fire and then somebody dies, now you're up for their death. So every time I leave the house, I always think about, okay, so if I get into a series of unfortunate events, how can I mitigate my damage to be the least amount, right? Well, that's pretty much minding my own fucking business and going and doing what I need to do and get my ass back home. I think it was, Tammy. I think it was. Burn barrel's different, Ange. We're talking like dude got mad at the world and went out and lit his backyard on fire. That's different. That's way different. Man, I don't know about you guys, but You ever tried to build a fire when you're mad? That shit don't work. You ever tried to make a fire when you're mad? That shit don't work. It's like doing meatballs. You can't make meatballs when you're mad either. Those motherfuckers come out tough as hell. They come out tough as hell. I don't want my balloons to go away, but they're losing their air. They're losing their helium. Did you know that if you buy them at the dollar store, you can take them back and get them refilled? These weren't bought at the dollar store, though. Right. And you couldn't be mad when you were trying to do it because otherwise it wouldn't work. The more frustrated you get, the less concentration you have to get the fire started. Exactly. There's my point, Band-Aid. That's my actual point there, Band-Aid. If you got mad trying to build one and you get frustrated because it's not starting, so unless he took a fucking Molotov cocktail and threw it down the hill behind his house. Yep, and that's exactly it, because you're trying to rush it. And to build a fire, it's got to be, it takes time. And you have to have intentional movements. Anyway. Maybe that's what I'm going to go try to do next fall. Become a Girl Scout leader. Ooh, that's a good one. Don't plant onions when you're mad. They'll be too strong. That's another good one. Okay, Sunshine Lover, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet of you. We will get those ordered. Yes, Band-Aid, I really want to be a Girl Scout leader. I want to have a troop of Girl Scouts. Could you imagine all the things I could teach them? The good things I could teach them, not the bad. All the good things I could teach them. Well, pretty much anybody that's born in this state has these kind of skills. Because when you grow up where there's nothing to do, you learn the skills that they teach you. And some of those skills you learn, you just learn, right? There's one way to do it. Once you learn how to do it and you do it properly, it's something that you learn for life. Kind of like knowing how to saddle a horse. There's only one way to do it. I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. There's one proper way to do it. Same thing. Except I don't even know what they teach Girl Scouts anymore because it's probably nothing like they taught us. We learned everything. Man, we had the best too. We had the best. We had the Pams. Pam Alonzo and Pam Ridgway were our Girl Scout leaders growing up, and they were the best. They taught us girls everything. Oh, Ruby. Oh, Ruby's in trouble. Oh, Ruby, you're in big trouble. Stop running off. You're going to go to dog jail, and it's going to cost you lots of money. You're going to have to work off for the man. That's lots of dollars. Don't do that, Ruby. Don't take your love to town. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. No, they do a lot of STEM in Girl Scouts: science, technology, math. Oh, wait. Oh, Ruby, don't take your ass to town. Don't leave the porch, Ruby. I was a Girl Scout too. I was a Golden Girl Scout. I may have overachieved in Girl Scouts. I told mine this morning that I was going to call code enforcement on her and let the dog police take her. I told Mason once I was going to call his old parents and tell him that he wanted to come live with them again and they didn't want him. I wasn't golden, but I did good. He had to bail a dog out of jail one night. Remember Mr. Bear? Raleigh, my friend's dog. Raleigh got busted in Billings once. He spent 2 days in dog jail. He got taken in 2 different times. He spent 2 days in dog jail. And the third time they told him, you get taken to dog jail, we're not bailing you out. But when Mr. Bear was a puppy, Mr. Bear was, he ate a refund check. He ate an IRS refund check. He ate her underwear. He ate her shoes. He ate all of her shit. Then there was the night that number 1 was born. Number 1 was, I don't know, 6 weeks or less. She wasn't able to roll over yet. Mom put Mr. Bear out on his chain, or what she thought was on his chain, but his chain wasn't hooked to anything, so Mr. Bear took off. So I get the phone call, have you seen Raleigh? And I'm like, no, he was on his chain when I left. And she's like, can you come back? I gotta go look for Raleigh. So I'm driving around the neighborhood. I turn around and I'm driving around the neighborhood and I'm out there looking for Mr. Bear, and I run into Mr. Bear's mom, and she's like, what are you doing out here? I told you to go to my house. And I'm like, no, you didn't tell me to go to your house. You said to look for Mr. Bear. She's like, go to my house. The baby's at the house. Yeah, we left a 6-week-old alone on the couch by herself. Yeah, that was almost 18 years ago. It was at least 17 years ago. At least I'm not the mom who forgot her kid in the car while she was in Christmas shopping. I got a friend who did that. Brand new baby, too. Left him in the car for 2.5 hours while she was Christmas shopping. Next to her pitiful basset hound. Oh, shit. Listen, we've all made mistakes. Some of them were made around somebody like me that remembers the story and will repeat it at some point in time, leaving out those that may have committed the act from being punished. But yes, ma'am, crazy shit has happened. Or there was the day that I wasn't feeling good and I had number 1, and number one was sick. And I was sitting on the floor holding number one, and she was just old enough so she could put her feet down and stand up, like when you're holding the baby under their arms and you let their little legs hit the floor so that they can kind of stand. And I was I was holding her out in front of me, sitting on the floor. And all of a sudden she puked, which then caused me to puke, which she puked again, and I puked again. And when her mom and dad came home, I was sitting there wrapped in a towel because my clothes were in the dryer because the baby had puked on me. And then I puked on the baby, so the baby had to have a bath. Yeah, it was a fucking thing. Yep. I can handle poop. I can handle pee. I cannot handle vomit. It's something that my sympathetic nerve makes me vomit when I see or hear somebody vomit. That was a total accident. They weren't used to having the baby yet, the third. And they didn't think about it. It was a mess. And then imagine my embarrassment when I have to sit there I'm sitting there in a towel when mom and dad come home. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, Band-Aid. That's back when moms had so much on their plates, too, right? Oh, another country's heard from. Yep, it's 11:15. He's ready to get up. It's 11:15. He's ready to get up. Hi. Good morning. Are you ready to go outside? You ready to go outside, go potty? Yeah. Good morning. How did you sleep? Oh, you're not fully awake, are you? I don't know what you keep looking at up there. There's nothing on that wall. There's nothing on that wall, but he always looks up there. It's so weird. Sister. She's a little pister. Sister, sister. How's your spot doing? Let's see. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. Hey, come here. You don't need to go outside? You don't need to go outside? You gonna go back to bed? You want your pill? You want your Chewy? Mason lost another tooth. Mason lost another tooth. Huh? You wanna go outside? Come on. Come here. I take you down. I put you down. Oh, stretchy puppy. Stretchy boy. Okay, come here. I got you. Oh, I know. I know. Okay. There you go. There you go, old man. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to get off here. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe he's just going to go lay there. We'll see what he does. Oh, sister. Sister Sue. All right. Well, I better go deal with these guys. Hook them up, take them out, get myself dressed. It's 11 o'clock. We're being lazy today, so I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for coming in and sharing things today. Band-Aid, thanks for sharing your memories. I appreciate you. Royal High Grounds, I appreciate you. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. I just think we're almost halfway through this week. I know some of us that doesn't matter to, but to others it does matter to. So I hope whatever you do, it is amazing, and maybe we'll come back and hang out later today. All right. Bye, guys.